is what you're supposed to do. Okay, so this is for this week, that you need to get one paper. You work in a 1 or 2%, up to you, individually or in couple. The following after this, what I want you to do is after this assignment is to find 2 papers where you need to compare the 2 papers. But for now, only 1 papers. Okay, remember that we are progressing to the next step is comparing related papers from author A and author B. What are the similarity? What are the differences? Okay, who is following who? Okay, which research is earlier? Which one is later? Who follow whom? You know, that will be the next step of critical literature review, where you compare and contrast. But before you are able to do that, you must be able to critically review a paper, okay, which are according to the questions, okay, according to the question that I listed here. If you are able to do this, the next stage is to compare 2 papers. Okay, to compare 2 papers. Okay, for the next assignment of critical review, I would like you to find a paper coming from Refereed Journal. Okay, Refereed Journal of having what we call it index factor. Okay, in finding a papers, journal paper, okay, you can have paper who are good papers and just common papers. So some paper are, we call it Scopus Index. Okay, you can ask the librarian later on, next Thursday, Scopus Index. Okay, we have paper what we call it ISI Index. ISI or Web of Science. Okay, Web of Knowledge now we call it. Okay, Web of Science Index. Okay, this paper can normally have ISI paper is index paper. I mean impact paper. A paper with impact factor. A paper with impact factor. So paper with impact factor are good papers. Okay, really has been verified and verified the accuracy of findings, reliability of the information reported, and so on. Okay, so the paper normally will be classified as Q1 paper. Okay, Q2 paper. Okay, Q1 and Q2 paper are good papers. If you have Q3 paper, okay, and Q4 paper, they are lower category of paper. This is like quality of the papers. If you are now getting a paper from Scopus paper, okay, the Scopus paper may have no impact, and no impact factor. So some of the paper are coming from conferences. Okay, if possible, give the conferences paper as not as priority, as lower category of paper, but try to find Q1 paper if possible. Okay, let me show you how what we call it this ranking of the papers, so that you can get the good papers when you are doing your reviews. Okay, let me go to the internet. Okay, let me share the internet here. One. Okay. Okay. Oh, still not there. Okay. Subject area. Okay, let's say aeronautical engineering. Okay. aerospace engineering. Okay, let's say aerospace engineering. Okay, origin countries. Okay, origin. Okay, all type. Okay, let's say we want it this one. Okay, citable, only open access, Web of Science Journal. Okay. Okay, you see now, right? Progress in aerospace. This is the title of journal. It's a journal. The SJR impact factor is Q1. So meaning that this is a good journal. Mechanical system, signal processing, intelligent transportation, and so on. Okay, so related. Okay, let's say I try to see this journal. Okay, progress in aerospace science. The H index. You know what is H index? H index also indicator how good is the journal. Okay, H index also can explain about how active is a researcher. Okay, normally a researcher will have H index. Okay, also the journal also have H index. So this the country of this journal is United Kingdom. Okay, area is aerospace engineering, mechanical engineering, mechanic engineering. These are the related area. For other publisher, Elsevier. Publication type is a journal. So this is the number. ISSN is the number of the journal. And this journal is covered, okay, under this what we call indexing. These are the years covered, and at the bottom here you can see the quality of that journal. Okay, the green here showing that it is Q1 journal. See, at the beginning in 1999 when the journal was starting, it was Q2, which is a lower category. Okay, and you move on until 2003, 2004. 2003 Q2. In the area of aerospace is from beginning, it was Q1. Until now, 2019 is Q1. So meaning that this is a good journal. So when you are looking for papers, look at which are the Q category of the papers. You got what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get another example in the area of, let's say, industrial engineering. Computer and
index. This index.
Huh?
I said this index, what is the range?
What is, you mean?
This 105 index. I said, what is the range? Tell me this better.
105, this one?
Yes.
Okay, this one is indicates that, okay, how good is the, how many people go and read and refer to this paper. Citation. Meaning that people, the more people read and the more people refer as a citation, the higher is H index. There are papers, there are papers published but nobody read, you know. Nobody read and nobody make citation of this paper, meaning that this paper are low quality paper. When you have H index high.
Is it telling me about 105 people?
No. There is a formula for this. There is a formula, okay? That's what it is. To count for this H index, okay? But it indicate that how good is the paper. The more people read, meaning that the paper is good, isn't it? And people do and refer and do the citation in the next paper. Okay, some paper are very good and many people go and read. Okay? Especially when you write a review paper, okay, many people will go and read. Tell, for example, you are doing a review, literature review in your area, you get it published in a reputable journal, many people go and read your papers. Because these are common, everybody who wants to do research, they go and look at a review paper. Okay, review paper that I mentioned last class is a shortcut for new researcher. Okay, let me try to find another computer and industrial engineering, which is a name of journal for industrial engineering. Okay, computer and industrial engineering. You see here. Okay, let me click. Okay, H index is 121. Okay, where is published in the United Kingdom. Okay, subject area cover computer science, okay, and engineering. Okay, so the description of the journal, because you need to find the right journal. You need to find the right journal to get your materials. So many journals available, but you need to select which one is the correct one. Okay, so if you see here, the quartiles, okay, we call it quartiles. Quartiles. The quartile is okay. Initially, it was Q2 in the area of computer science, and in the area of engineering, also Q2. But from 2001 onwards, it become Q1. So this journal is a good journal. So if you are able to publish in this journal, meaning that it's a good papers can go in there. Okay. You want to try in any other area? Okay, air conditioning, maybe.
HVAC.
Renewable energy.
Renewable energy. Okay, renewable energy. Renewable energy. Okay, renewable energy. So there are papers in renewable energy. Okay. Renewable and sustainable energy reviews. Renewable energy, United Kingdom. Okay. Renewable energy sustainability. International of renewable energy. Okay, there are so many. You can select which one. There are good one. There are not a good one. Okay, let's see. The top one here, renewable and sustainable engineering, 258. Okay, so this is very good journal. Many people are reading this journal. Okay, renewable and sustainable energy reviews. Okay, let's see. The scope of coverage is here. Okay, these are the scope of the paper. What is the coverage of the paper? Okay, so let's see this. Okay, so it is only one area, renewable energy, very specialized journal. Quartiles, so meaning that it is starting as Q3, starting very humble journal, and then moving to Q2, and then go back to Q3, and then after that maintain as Q1. So this meaning a good journal. It has been there for almost 20 years as Q1. Okay, so the Q1 journal is highly respected, and many people want to publish in this journal. Okay, and you can see here Q1, the SGR ranking giving this journal as Q1. Okay, so when you go to librarian next Thursday, you can ask the librarian, how to get these good journals. Okay, any question before I move on?
Who are these?
Okay, this basically journal also they are compete themselves. There are open source journal. There are journal that require payment for publishing. So people are putting the ranking. So if you want to know what is SJR, okay, we can type here SJR. Okay. Okay. Scientific journal ranking. Okay, journal ranking is give the ranking. Okay, another what, and you need to register. Okay, register for this. Okay, Web of Science. Okay, if you want to know what is a Web of Science, Web of Science previously known as Web of Knowledge. Okay. It provide this multiple database, okay, comprehensive citation data, different academic discipline. Okay, so it is under Clarivate Analytics. Previously, it was Thomson Reuters. Okay, so these are big names in database for journal papers and so on. And as I mentioned last previous class, another one, this is common also, Scopus. Okay, Scopus. So Scopus. Okay, you can create your own account in Scopus. Okay, you want to search any name? One lah, Scopus and Web of Science. Okay, Web of Science. And also you can go to this. Okay, let me introduce to you ResearchGate. You know about ResearchGate? Have you heard about ResearchGate?
Yes.
Okay, what is ResearchGate? Okay, I encourage you, if possible, go to ResearchGate and you can get some free papers here. Okay, my ResearchGate. Do I have ResearchGate? Yes, I have. Okay, I can't remember which email. I think I'm using this email. Okay, yes, I got it correct. Okay,
Yes.
ResearchGate. Okay, so you can also register yourself if you have papers in ResearchGate. You can find papers also in ResearchGate. Okay, so there are papers, publication. Let me see about myself here. Do I have papers? Yes, I have some papers in ResearchGate. Okay. Okay, 14,000 people, 14,208 people have read my papers. Okay.
Very good.
Very good.
Okay, so these are some of my. Ibrahim Masuk was my student. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, Razia also was my student. So you can see yourself later on when you do your paper publication. You also can get in ResearchGate. If people go and search your publication. Okay, let me see the research.
Sabik bagus tu Risha. Kalau duk gua ni.
Okay, so you can go and see some papers there. Okay, some paper are available. Okay, full text. Some are not. If you found a paper that you would like to see but it's not there, you can send email to the authors. You know. So like this paper, I think my student have put it there. Search in this area. Area air conditioning. Okay, E-Tech, Pasir. So they are putting who are doing the research. You can find and try to communicate with these people. You know, maybe they can help you. You know.
Mhm.
So when my student last time, he get many connection through ResearchGate, and you know he contact the researcher and he get some suggestion from those research. So when you are doing research, you are creating actually your networks. Okay, you get friends. Yeah.
Mhm.
You get friends from this. This is free. You know, ResearchGate is a free. No need to pay unless you want to get the premium features. In ResearchGate, yeah, you pay. But normally, I think for normal use, you don't need to pay. Okay. Another one, you know about Linked. This one, huh? You know this? Linked.
Yes. Yes.
You have tried before?
I have it, but I don't know if one can do research in it.
This is more on professional networks.
Yes, because I saw actually.
Yeah,
I get
this is-
connected with professionals.
Yeah, professional network. Sometimes you get people who are working in the same area. Maybe people are from different university, different institution. You know, instead of connected through Facebook, we are connected through this professional network.
Oh,
Of course, you don't get papers here, but sometimes people publicize. They have published paper in a journal. They get their friends to know that they have publication.
Is that
This
like
is-
ResearchGate, Doctor?
What's that?
Is that like ResearchGate website?
ResearchGate is more focused on sharing the publication papers. But this LinkedIn, what they call it,
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is more professional network. For example, you are looking for jobs. Okay, you can put there. You are searching for jobs. That you are having masters in industrial engineering. Your specialization is in aircraft design. People go and search this information. Okay? Some employers they search even your background through this LinkedIn. Okay, so this is very useful. I think if you start familiarize yourself with all these databases, you can get connection, you can get friends, you can share your research with people who are in the similar area. So we see that here, some of these people are my connection, especially ResearchGate is very useful. Some papers are there. Okay, you can even download. If you cannot download, you can request. Okay, what are the requests from the author to share with you? They can send it privately, because some papers there are restrictions. You cannot share it publicly. Okay, but some papers there is no limitation for sharing. So those papers are limited in sharing. You need to get requests directly from author. Some author are very friendly. They can send you directly the papers. If you cannot find that papers in the library, if you can find from UTM library, it's okay. But some paper you cannot find in the library because library did not pay for the subscription. Okay, any question?
So far okay.
So far okay. Okay, I think we are almost time. Okay, let me take just a few minutes more. Okay, I was explaining to you Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. When the library, I will give you the link for the Thursday. So the librarian will explain to you. Okay, you can ask Q1, Q2, and so on. Okay, this one Izzat and Norina, I show your example here. Okay, from the assignment 2, where we have to answer in terms of table. So the first question, what are the broad area? Okay, of the knowledge here, you say lean manufacturing, that's correct, lean manufacturing, and then describe the problem situation. Okay, so it was correct. Okay, because now the problem is in this paper for Norina and Muhammad Izzat, in this paper the discussion was machine inefficiency. Okay, machine inefficiency. Okay, let me get this. Okay, let me get this highlighter. Okay. Okay, so we ask the problem. What is the problem? The problem, okay, the company was having the problem. Machine efficiency is the issue. Okay, so and then the performance of this, because this study based on a case study, I think. Okay, the production was lower than the target. Okay, that was the situation. Okay, the situation for this article. Okay, Six Sigma DMIC. For those industrial engineering, maybe they're familiar with that. But anyway, my question in that assignment was, what are the broad area? Okay, lean manufacturing, right? Okay, what is the problem? Statement of the problem. Okay, statement of problem here, they need to be careful. This was not so accurate. Several previous study have reported successful implementation. They have not shown full details. Okay, so actually the statement of problem is, you need to say that there is lack of detail. Lack of detail in the previous work. They have not discussed the detailed implementation. I think that's what you meant here. So this is statement of problem. So your study should be try to fill in this gap. The gap here is previous work we not discuss in detail. Okay, they just make a general study on that. So research objective. Okay, it's not clear here the objective, but you put the focus, the study focus. So basically this is the scope. The study focus on efficiency. Okay, the study focus on improving efficiency of Minister Capet that produce the main product of the case study factory. Okay. By utilizing the DMIC technique, so these are the techniques. Okay, the factory should be able to eventually expand production sales better to meet customer demand in the company. So your objective in this paper that you have summarized here is not so clear. You need to put what is the objective. Okay, the focus improving. Okay, so maybe you could say that the objective of the paper was to improve the efficiency. Okay, because when you say focus is we are confusing now. Is it the scope or what? But I think it's implied that now this is the objective to improve the efficiency. Okay, there is no research question, there is no assumption given. Okay, background as since it was related to Six Sigma, it's giving the background. Okay, and then how the research was designed. Okay, it was having 5 phases. Okay, following the DMIC techniques. Technique use, okay, technique use, yes, same thing. Investigated variables. Okay, the variable was the time, productive time, non-productive time, total operating time, okay, the machine tuning, and so on. Okay, data collected. Okay. So time was collected, okay, so on. So I think roughly he got what the question asking here. How the data will analyze, statistically method use. Okay, you see here the data was not using statistics but using the basic SPC tools. But I'm not sure whether this paper is general one paper. But anyway, for now it's okay. But for future, I need to I want you to have a Q1 or Q2 papers. Let me see the other one. I think from Ahmad. This is from you, Ahmad, right? Okay. So the paper was talking about. Okay, we see here when you read a paper, especially in the introduction, is talking about limitation of previous work. Okay, so this is the gap. Okay, the previous work was assumed the deterministic model. Okay, with a known uncertainty. So in their study, okay, so this is how people are commenting previous work. And then if we follow further, you can see that it is found that there are few studies. Okay, on recycle selection. Previous one are mainly based on certain or stochastic environment with less emphasis on fuzzy environment. So this is the gap. Okay, so when you read a paper, try to find a word like this. This is the gap of previous work. So now you can see the purpose of this study, meaning your current study, to fill this gap. What you want to apply? You apply new techniques. Okay, so I will discuss more example in the future class, but I think the time is up now. Okay, if you have any question, you can stay online. If you are having other things to do, okay, you can exit. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Would you ask any question?
Doctor, I have one question about the assignment 2. I have already do some research, but I don't know how to choose the paper. Is it do we need to choose for the application 2020, or we can choose other years also?
Choosing what again? Say again.
Do I need to choose the latest article 2020 or maybe the previous years?
Okay, I would highly recommend you to choose at least within the last 3 years. Or if you cannot find last 5 years also can, but try to find the latest one.
Alright.
If possible, you try to get it paper from ISI journal. which has like Q1, you know, or Q2. These are good papers.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
So if you cannot find Q1, Q2, you can go so Q3, Q4. But this is low quality ranking. I mean lower ranking.
All right. Okay, thank you, doctor, for the clarification.
Okay.